Okay, so we are live. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are on week number 2 of the November to Remember Boot Camp. Who's here? Make sure you comment and let us know who is in the house so that we can give you a shout out. My name is Jessica Daniels. I am your host, and we have the beautiful Natasha Rector here. She is my co host, and I know she's got some value to share tonight. And I am excited for her value. I don't even know what she's got for us. I know it's going to be good. So I'm excited. How are you, Natasha?
I am doing very good. I'm doing good tonight. I'm really excited about week number 2 in our boot camp here. This is a really fabulous opportunity that people really need to jump on board with this because November will be what? A November to remember. So I'm excited about tonight.
Absolutely, absolutely. I see we have Judy in the house. Hey, Miss Judy, beautiful. Nice to
Judy.
have you here. So we do have a few more hosts coming. So we will just get started, I guess. Let's get started. Um, what I'll do is share my screen. I have a couple slides, and then we're going to hand it over to Natasha.
Okay.
I'm excited for what she has for us. Who's excited? We made it to week 2 of the boot camp. So
Yes.
how is everybody doing? Doing good? Doing good. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So exciting. All right. So let me know if you can see my screen. Do you see like tunnels? Tunnel vision?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
there's tunnel vision going on.
All right. Sweet. Okay. So um Google Hangouts, Hangouts on Air has been all switched around. It's crazy. It's now you got to stream through YouTube, and then you got to put a code into the the webinars on air software, and it's all goofy. It used to go live on Google Plus, and it used to go live on YouTube. It just did that, and it was free. But now they want you to pay to host webinars, so they had to change it all up. They thought, oh, people are getting away with doing free webinars, so we have to make some money on this, right? So it's all, everything's all been changed. We had to go through training, and it's all different now. But in life, change is given, right? Like things change. You notice how like when things change on Facebook, everybody's like, oh my gosh, Facebook has made changes, and everybody goes crazy about it, right? That's just life, right? We just have to roll with the flow and just learn new things as they're coming. Like technology is moving at a very fast rate. So, don't be the one that falls behind. Like, learn stuff as it's coming out. That way, you're up to speed, right?
Right.
So, all right. So I did make a couple slides for you guys. Let's see if we can find them. Not many. I didn't go overboard like last week, right? Last week I went crazy.
No, you didn't.
Ah, it was so funny. Okay, so week number 2. Let me present. You know what? And I am going to send a quick text over to Ferdinand and ask him if he is coming. I like having his presence, your presence, Rhonda's presence. And if anybody else in this boot camp wants to step up and come and be on camera and kind of step into your leadership, you're welcome to. Just give me a shout, give Natasha a shout, and let us know that you want to step up, you want to step into your leadership role, because you really need to start doing that. um, you really have to put yourself out there into the marketplace. You know, a lot of people think that leaders, don't have fear and are confident in all of this, right? And that is not true. Like I mean, I still have anxiety before going live. Like I still, and I've done this so a lot, but you just have to embrace that that never goes away. It never goes away, right? Um,
Right.
some people have a drink while they're doing it, right? Natasha's got a little beverage, an adult beverage, and there's
I
nothing wrong.
do.
Yeah, it's awesome, right? We usually we have a glass of wine or whatever. So yeah, so if you want to step up and be on camera, let us know, and we'll get you in here. You don't have to do any teaching or anything, just come and be on camera. That's gonna help you get a little bit more comfortable with becoming a leader, because you really have to step into that leadership role. Hi, Vince.
Hello.
Thank you so much.
I'll go in your room.
Okay, and I'll let you know when I'm done.
Okay.
All right, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Well, my cup.
No, she'll stay right here with me. Okay, sorry about that, guys.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, so makes sense, right, Natasha?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I've been presenting and doing online workshops for almost 2 years. And I get nervous. I get nervous every time. I just do. And so I did not drink a glass of wine or an adult beverage prior to, until I was like, okay, I know how my flow is going. Once I had experience in how my teaching style was, then I was like, okay, I need to get at least a drink in my system for me to calm down. So to make sure that, my viewers were receiving value. So, and some days I don't, but today I had to. It was just one of those days. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and just do it.
Yeah, I agree. If anyone here is familiar with Erin Birch, she is L5 leader in MLSP, and she just hit the ground running, right? I've been in the community probably almost a year longer than her, and I hit the ranks pretty fast, like the first two ranks. As a matter of fact, I remember the first time I got on a live call with Diane Hawkman. She said, "What's your name?" I said Jessica Daniels, and she said, "Oh yeah, Jessica Daniels. I just want to let you know, management has noticed you. Like you are noticed."
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, "What? Me, little old me?" And that just like floored me, right? So I thought my crap didn't stink, and I ended up hitting a plateau, right? And like Erin Birch came in, I interviewed her because she was kind of crushing it, right? And she just never stopped. Like she was not in the industry for that long. As a matter of fact, she didn't know how to copy and paste when she first
Wow.
started. And she just blew everybody away and climbed them ranks. And now she's a honey badger, right? She got her jersey on stage.
Wow.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing, right? I mean, it's so awesome. So, and here, this is why I'm telling that story. I lost train of thought for a second. When she first started, she was doing a video every single day, and she was teaching exactly what she was learning, right? She'd do like a 2-minute video, and at first she was so scared she would have to do 2 shots of vodka.
Oh my.
She would have to do, yeah.
I wouldn't
I
be
don't,
good with anyone.
isn't that funny? But I mean, she climbed the ranks, right? I mean, it can be scary, right? You put
Yes.
yourself out there on camera, you feel like a movie star, but anyway, so yeah, and she tells that story.
I love it. I love it. It's
Yeah,
nice not to feel alone.
oh gosh, yes. Yeah, Summer and them, like in the League of Legends, they're part of my crew. They have like a wine hangout, like where they all drink wine, get together and mastermind about marketing.
Nice. I love it already.
Yes, so you're definitely not alone there. Like we all are get nervous, right?
Exactly. Oh my goodness. Absolutely.
Yeah, so I just had to share that for sure. Um, let's see. Okay, so I just asked Ferdinand if he was coming and he hasn't responded, but he's seen it. He's seen it.
Okay. You gotta love Facebook.
Yeah, you know how you can tell when someone sees your messages?
Oh yeah.
I'm like, why aren't they responding to me? I know they've seen it. No,
Right.
I'm just kidding.
No, I do that for real. I'm so for real.
Yeah, I know, like sometimes, like if it's someone that, because I'll do that, like I'll unfriend people, like when we first connect, if I say, hey, I like to send a note, I like to interact, right?
Right.
And if I see that they see it once, that's fine, because it's happened to me a million times where I'll look at the message and I am just so busy I can't respond right then, but I'll say to myself, oh, I'm going to respond to this later. And then it completely slipped my mind. It's happened. It happens, right?
Right.
So I'll, maybe 48 hours later, I'll say, hey, how you doing today or whatever, right? And they see it. They see it right away. I'll give them like another 48 hours. And then I'll ask this question. I'll say, hey, I'm just curious. Don't you network at all? Right? And they always respond to that. And if
Uh-huh.
they don't, I just unfollow and unfriend, because let me tell you, if you can't interact a little bit, like this is a relationship business. Am I right or
Right.
wrong? Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you can't, communicate with people and network, maybe you should, do something else, right? So, anyways, there's my little rant about people not answering. All right. So week 2, you guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yay. All right. So who's excited? We are actually missing 2 people. I think Rhonda had kid troubles or something like that. So I don't think she will make it. And if she does, she'll be late. And Ferdinand Jimenez, he's the motivational king, social media badass, right? I'm not sure if he'll be here or not. Hopefully he'll pop in. So we have the beautiful Natasha Rector. She is a badass designer and entrepreneur. She's awesome. Her and I have been marketing buddies and friends for over a year for sure. And she's awesome. She's good at what she does, right? She designs and she does websites and she's really good at it. So
Thank you.
you are welcome. And of course, me. I'm a driven entrepreneur. All right, so let's move on. All right, so today we're going to talk a little bit, we're going to touch a little bit about content. You need to be creating some kind of content. That, it doesn't really have to be daily. It depends on, some people do it Monday through Friday, and then they'll take Saturday and Sunday off. And really, it doesn't even have to be like yours every single time, or you could refurbish a piece of good content from your past, because the first time you shared it, not everybody's seen it, right? So share it again, especially if it's a big quality piece of content. You can share that all over the place. So it's really about promoting your content versus creating it, right? It's more important to promote it, to promote good quality. It's not about quantity, because I've had team members who just try to push out a blog post every single day, and it can be a cheapy, just a nothing, not a very value driven post, but they feel like they have to get it out there and they have to do a lot and they have to do one every single day. And that's just not the case. Quality content and promoting it a ton is really the way to go. So on Sunday, sometimes on Sunday, I will take an hour and I'll do a bunch of research. I'll go to Ray Higdon's blog. I'll go to some other influential people in the industry, and I will check out what they put out, right? And I will kind of go off that a little bit and put my own spin on it. And then I'll write down 5 content ideas to do throughout the next week. So really, take an hour and brainstorm that and write it down. And then you really want to think about, how can I be different? How can I stand out and above all the noise, right? So think unique. Think about how you can be unique. You don't want to be like everybody else and just have the cookie cutter content, right? So I get this a lot. People will say, well, that's all fine and dandy, creating content and being able to send one email out to hundreds of people or thousands of people. Yes, that's cool, and it's leveraged and all of that. But this is a relationship building business, and I'd rather just go belly to belly and just talk to one person at a time, because it's a relationship building business. Yes, it is a relationship building business, but let me tell you, when you put yourself on camera and you are pushing out value, that's the same as building relationships. People are going to start to feel like they know you. I can't tell you how many people I run up to at events and I feel like I know them. I know their wife's name. I know their kids' names. I know all of that because they're living their life out loud on social media and putting out a ton of value. So you're still building relationships in that fashion. It's just much more leveraged. And people don't buy from people unless they know, like, and trust them. Right? So doesn't that make sense?
Absolutely.
So what kind of content should I do, right? So I want you to ask yourself this question. What am I good at, right? Do I just eat the camera up when I see it? Do I want it, or does that make me really nervous? Some marketers say that without video, it's like you have to be doing video. It's like you have to, depending on how fast you want to build your business. Like video is almost like a must these days, right? But if you're really, really super, super scared of putting your face on camera, you can do tutorials just like the one I'm doing right now. You cannot see my face right now, but you can hear my voice, and I'm doing a webinar, right? Honestly, I'll be honest, I don't like having my face on camera for the whole entire webinar. I don't. I'd rather be doing my thing behind the scenes. You don't know what I could be picking my nose right now.
Yes.
I'm kidding. I'm not picking my nose, and I wouldn't be picking my nose, but right? So you can do things like that. Like a lot of times I'll do tutorials, and there's software called Screencast-O-Matic. If you want me to say it again, Screencast-O-Matic, that you can share your screen and record little videos. So you can show what you're doing. You can do tutorials like how-tos, like how to create a fan page, how to set up an Aweber account, how to write a letter to your list, all kinds of things, right? So you don't really have to get your face on camera, but you could do tutorials, right? Now, again, if you don't want to get your face on camera, maybe you could run hard with a podcast, but whatever you pick, you have to be consistent. And I have fallen off the wagon with consistency many times in my career since I've been an online marketer. But that's the only way to really build up that 6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure business is with true consistency. Because a burst of so many times, right? We go to an event, and we leave the event and we are on fire and we're like, that's it. That's it. I'm doing a piece of content every day. I'm going to write my list every day. I'm going to reach out to 20, 30 people a day. I'm going to follow up with 10 people a day. I'm going to do my personal development every day. I'm going to exercise every day. I'm going to do this every day, every single day. I'm going to read every day. I'm going to do that. And because you're on fire, right? So you come home and you might do that for a week, 2 weeks, and then you stop. You might, a little tiny bit of momentum might happen, but you're never, ever, ever going to get sustainable results. You can't build true momentum with bursts. Now, I've been guilty of this, right? So a true, consistent ritual is the only way. It truly, truly is. So think about what you're good at and just dive into it and do it consistently. Whether it's a podcast, writing a blog, right? Tutorials, your Facebook page, Twitter, right? Pick a strategy and go. Go, 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 go. And then also ask yourself what will best serve and help my audience best. And do that. Don't do videos like, yeah, I went grocery shopping today and then I took my dog for a walk and then I did this and then I did that. I mean, for the first 9 seconds, you can do that, but don't go on and on. I've seen people's videos that do that. And I'm like, there's no value in this. Pick some true content, give people the three best ways to generate leads on Facebook, or the 5 habits that you must have to be an influential entrepreneur. Pick good, rich content that's really going to give your audience some good value, right? It's important. So I hope everybody's still with me. Is everybody still with me?
Yes.
All right. Okay, good. Did anybody else pop on or no?
I can't really tell on my end. I mean, it says, about 4 attendees, but I don't know who.
Okay. All right, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so look, I believe that is all of my slides. I didn't create a lot of them today. And because last time I really wanted to do like little bite-size, little bite-sized trainings, and we went for a really long time last time. I mean, it was slam-packed full of value for sure. I just don't want to overwhelm anybody. So hopefully you guys are still using your points trackers. If you're not, get in there and download that points tracker and start using it. Because if you truly do those, like, all right, so maybe say one day you only, can get to 3 of those things on the point tracker. Make up for them the next day and really keep track, because keeping track is really, really going to help you to really build that momentum and really get the ball rolling with your business and get you in some good profits.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. Because you know what, Jessica, when you keep track of stuff like that, it kind of does it's self-motivating, but when you see yourself accomplishing something and you're like, man, I did that today. That feels, it's like a high, and so it really just motivates you to keep pushing and pushing forward to see what else can you do for the next day. So
yes, absolutely. Love it. For sure.
awesome.
Hey, there's Joe. What's up, Joe? You missed the whole thing. I'm just kidding. The replay is available. No, you didn't miss anything because we have the beautiful Natasha and she is going to go to work right now and give us some of her. Don't be nervous.
No, hold on. I'm just. Let me sip this really quick. Okay. I'm ready. So, let's see. I click on the screen share. All right, you're gonna get me hype. I'm gonna start dancing, having a party.
Wave your hands in the air.
Ooh, okay, so here we go. All right. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Do you just see the one page or do you see some extra doodad stuff?
No, I just see the frequently asked questions, and I'm going to make sure it's just on you.
Okay.
Yeah, the FAQs of a landing page. That's all I see.
Perfect. Okay. Okay, guys. So, as I mentioned earlier before, I conduct online webinars or workshops. And so I thought that this would really be a good thing to learn about if you're not familiar with landing pages. So I have a total of 17 slides. I promise we're gonna fly right through these, but if you have any questions, please post them in the chat box and the beautiful Jessica will let me know if someone has a question, okay? Or it needs me to slow down. Cool?
Yes,
Ready?
ma'am. Yes, ready.
All right, so here what you will learn is you're gonna learn the anatomy of a landing page, okay? You're gonna learn what platforms to use, and how to use the landing page once you're done creating one. So here is a little bit of information on a landing page, okay? So the landing page is the second step of the conversion process of your inbound sales funnel, okay? Now I'm going to break that down in case you don't understand, but basically the landing page is designed to convert your online readers or your blog visitors into leads. So basically it starts here. It starts with what Jessica was just talking about with your content. You need to make sure that whatever type of content that you create online is solution-based. And what that means is you got to have a purpose for your content, right? There has to be a reason, and that reason should be to provide some sort of solution for your potential client or your online reader. So what you can think of, you can look at it this way. Okay, let me start over. If you were a veterinarian in the Dallas, Texas area, all right, and you knew that the majority of your clients or your potential clients' issues were how to keep their doggy's breath fresh, clean, and minty. Okay, so what you would decide to do on your blog, you would create some sort of information of increase the intake of your dog's water. I don't know. Make sure you brush your dog's teeth with this flavored doggy toothpaste. Okay, you get what I'm saying? You make sure that you're creating and you're providing some sort of solution in your blog, in that content. Now, at the end of that blog, you want to give them a CTA or a call to action. So as an example, we see it all the time on TV. So let's just say that it was a TV commercial, you know, keeping your doggy's breath fresh and clean and minty. The call to action would be one of the 10th callers right now to receive your free toothpaste and just pay the shipping and handling. whatever. Call this number 555-1234, right? That's the call to action. The call to action is basically you telling your potential client or customer the next step to go to in your sales funnel or your inbound sales funnel. Now, if you're online, that next step would be the landing page, and that's what we're talking about today. The landing page is the page that is letting them know what they're there for. You don't want to take them to this web page that's just doesn't make sense, right? You want to make sure that that landing page talks about, hey, get your doggy's breath fresh, clean, and minty, right? You want to make sure that they understand why they are there. And then at this point, this is where you would ask for their information, or this is where you'll see a form that asks for their name, maybe their telephone number, but definitely their email address. After that point, once they opt in into your offer, you'll take them to the thank you page. But this is basically the basis of where a landing page follows within your inbound sales funnel, or AKA sales funnel. So with the graph below, this is kind of like a bird's eye view of your site visitor. If you look at the very first box in the circle, first of all, they're coming off as a stranger. They don't know you, you don't know them. They happen to come across on your blog. Well, now that they're on their blog, on your blog, they see an article that's of interest to them. They're reading about how to keep their dog's breath clean. So they're still reading, you're still there. They're scrolling down, reading your article. Well, at the end of that article, you're telling them if they want more information, click here. But once they decide to do that, they become a lead. They have given you their contact information in exchange of more information that you can provide or more solutions. The ultimate goal, of course, is for them to become a customer. Once they become a customer and you are a super duper excellent entrepreneur / business owner, they're going to become your biggest cheerleader or your promoter. So that's the basis of where the landing page follows within the inbound sales. So I'm just going to check in really quick. Are there any questions yet before I go to the next slide?
No questions, but you're killing it.
I'm killing it. Okay, thank you. Okay, let me go to the next one. All right, so the anatomy of a landing page. I'm going to share this page with you. Now, this is an example of a quote unquote fair landing page. Now, when you're looking at this, you can tell what the purpose of the landing page is, right? You can tell that it's to design Facebook apps and promotions, excuse me. And the call to action, or the CTA, is to create a free account, right? You can see that big orange button right in the center. But the thing of it is, and the reason why that this is just a fair landing page, is because there is a lot going on. This is something that you don't want to do when you're creating a landing page. Now, here's the thing, and I'm sorry, excuse me, guys. You can see the business name, which isn't a big deal. It's short stack, no big deal, right? But you can also see the menu at the top of the web page. You see a link for pricing, features, resources, examples, blogs, support, sign up, and right above the sign up, you can see login. That's distracting, okay? Now you can also see a video, and that's okay. But then there's the link, excuse me, to create your account. Then there's more buttons at the bottom for you to select if you're a designer, if you're a small business, you're an agency or a brand. Now, here's the thing. When you create a landing page that looks like this, it is way too busy, and you're giving your online visitor the option to back out of your offer, okay? You're distracting them. They're looking at this, you know what I mean? They're like, maybe the point of this person who created this landing page, maybe their focus was for them to create a free account, right? Well, if I was on there, just because I'm curious by nature, I'm going to be like, oh, I wonder how much they charge. What's the features? What kind of resources can I get? Let me see some, I'm going to go through all of the buttons. And 9 times out of 10, I might forget why I even went to the website in the first place.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. So when all we want to do is capture a name, email, and phone number, right? So one call to action.
Exactly. And with this next slide, this is an ideal landing page, okay? So here's the thing. Notice up at the top, there's not a menu. There's no pricing, there's no features, there's no blog, there's no about us, there's no contact us, right? There's nothing up at the top except for the headline. The headline says, do you have mild to moderate persistent asthma? All right, now the cool thing that I like about this particular headline is because it's focused on a problem. So 9 times out of 10, the reason why you came to this landing page was because maybe you read an article or a blog post about, the environment, different triggers for your asthma, or, different triggers that cause an asthma attack. So it's having you come here to this landing page to really find out if you qualify for a clinical research study. All right, so everything is just kind of flows just naturally. Now, another thing about this is that you can't really read the words, and sorry about that, but believe me when I tell you, it's listing out, the reasons and the benefits and the features, which is perfect. It's still straight to the point. There's no information on this landing page that's going to distract the visitor. All right. Now, and another thing that I really love about this is they're asking for your name, phone number, email, best way to contact you. And that button, the button that says, do I qualify? That has a lot to do with the copywriting or the text. You really want to be smart and use words that are actionable, that makes you curious, that makes you want to press. So their call to action button says, do I qualify? So that automatically brings up curiosity. So of course you're gonna be like, yeah, do I qualify? And you're gonna press the button. So this is an awesome example of a landing page.
Love it.
Thank you. So now this right here, basically with the anatomy of a landing page, you want to make sure that headline, just like we saw right here up at the very top, do you have mild to moderate persistent asthma? You want to make sure that the headline is clear and it's action oriented. Really, you want to make sure that it makes sense from whatever blog post that they read, and you asked them, hey, or you told them, hey, if you want to learn more about this, click here, and it took them to the landing page. You want to make sure that everything coincides, it makes sense. Now you also want to make sure that your offer is clear with the perceived value. And the example that we just saw was, do you qualify? It's a research clinical study. So you're already thinking in your mind, oh my gosh, it's a clinical study. I may not have to pay any co-pays. I may not have to pay any out-of-pocket expenses. So they really did good when they came with the perceived value. You also want to make sure that you remove any navigation links and menus on your landing page. You do not want to confuse them. You do not want to give them an exit. You don't want to confuse them and get them confused as far as, like I said, ooh, I wonder how much do they charge? Ooh, what's the features? Ooh, let me see the blog. You don't want to do that. You want to keep them focused. Now, as far as the form is concerned, and the form right here to the right, the full name, phone number, and all that stuff, that's the form. You want to make sure that the form length equals the value of the offer. So let me go back here and just explain this really quickly. Now, let's say that this landing page was a rent-a-center. It was a rent-a-center. I don't even know if those still exist.
They do.
I'm in Texas. They do? Okay.
Yeah.
So if this was Rent-A-Center, they're going to want a lot more information than just your name, phone number, email, and the best way to contact you. They're going to want to know your job, how much money do you make, how much money does your household make. They may want to run your credit. They're going to want to know your social security number. They may want to know your mom's maiden name. They're going to want to know a lot of stuff. But see, here's the thing. You don't mind giving this Rent-A-Center all of this personal information because it's an exchange of furnishing your home. You know, it's an exchange of you bringing in comfort into your household so that you don't have to sit on the floor, or so you can be able to wash your clothes and not have to go to the washateria or the laundromat, right? So you don't mind. But if you came to this asthma landing page and they're asking you for your social, your mom's maiden name, your blood type and all that stuff, you're going to be hesitant because you're like, hold up, I just want to know if I qualify for the research. You don't need to know all of that information, right? So you want to make sure that the form's length equals the value of the offer. Now, if you have any mock-ups, meaning if you have any photos of your product that you can use, or maybe a picture of someone using your product or someone smiling, enjoying your service, always use that. Also, always have it to where someone can share on Facebook, Twitter, any of the social media platforms. And then make sure that the CTA button or the call to action button is actionable, just like we saw previously. Do I qualify? That's action. And it brings curiosity, and you want them to do something, and it lets them know right then and there. I'm almost done, guys. How are we doing? Do we have any questions, Jessica?
No questions, my dear.
Okay, if I need to slow down, let me know, because I'm so passionate about this stuff.
You're doing awesome.
Okay, perfect, thank you. So I'm going to share with you a platform that I used when I was learning about landing pages, and it's free, okay? It's called EntrePages. And here's an example of a landing page that I created, and it just happens to be the name of my presentation here. But as you can see up at the top, I have a video of me, and I have the title, the FAQs of a landing page, how to monetize your opt-ins and collect emails like a pro workshop, right? Well, I'm telling you what it is. There's a video. You can click it to find out more. Up at the very top right-hand corner, there's my social sharing. I have it available so you can share via Facebook or Twitter. As far as my form, all I have, or all that I was asking for, is your first name and your email. And if you look at my button, the call to action button, it's actionable. It says save my spot. And then as you go down further, I tell you, three benefits or features of registering for this workshop. And then at the very bottom, I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but I'm asking for the first name and the email again, just in case they didn't enter in the information up at the top. But that is an excellent example of a landing page that you can actually create on EntrePages for free. The cool thing that I like about that is that they provide templates that you can use, and these templates are editable, so you can go in there and switch out videos, excuse me, change some colors around, change the text. So I really love it. Or if you're like me and consider yourself to be a webmaster, I build websites, then they also provide you a blank canvas, so you can actually create a landing page from scratch, which I think is pretty kick butt.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Tasha,
yeah.
could you go back one?
Absolutely.
Now, Natasha is a designer, right? And she knows how to do coding and plugins and stuff like that, stuff that I am clueless about, right? But MLSP also has Funnelizer and done for you things. But this right here is free, and that's really cool. you know, that's awesome. And I just wanted to make a really quick, just a suggestion about your title there. Your let's see, you got the frequently asked questions of a landing page. How
Yes.
to, let me see, how to monetize your opt-ins and collect emails like a pro. You know what I would add to that?
What would you do?
I would add a pain to it. I would add without
Yes.
being techie, or
Yes.
without, because I will, like, with any kind of title, I'll always put in like two pleasures and then away from pain, something away from pain, like without being, because people automatically, our minds automatically start coming up with objections. Well, that's not for me
Yes.
because I'm not techie. That might work for someone, but except me, right? So I like to pop those
Exactly.
objections.
And that's excellent, Jessica. And I'm glad that you pointed that out, because you are absolutely right. If you saw that, how to, actually, it's magnetized. I think it should have been monetized, but anyway,
Oh.
how to monetize it.
No, magnetize it. That works too. It's small.
It's small. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have my
to squint.
glasses on. But, to see that, just to see that sentence, how to magnetize your opt-ins and collect emails like a pro. Without being techie, heck yeah, where do I sign up?
Yeah.
Because, and I learned actually through MLSP, through, oh goodness, I believe it was Rick. Oh my goodness. Mr. Higdon, okay?
The man.
The man.
The God.
Yes, exactly. I was looking at something that he had, and just reading that without that pain point, your brain is already trying to protect you. It's already jumping up saying, oh, you don't know how to do that. You don't want to do that. That sounds too hard. You're not going to be able to understand that. Go ahead and hit the backspace button. Get out of there.
Exactly.
But if you adjust that pain point in the header, you don't give your brain an option to back out. So yes, please add that into you guys' headings, especially on your landing page. That will help you to convert a lot higher.
Yeah.
When I say convert, that means you will have a lot more people opting into your offer than not. So.
Yep, because that's the only way as humans we base decisions on either moving towards pleasure or away from pain.
Yes.
That's the only way we make any decision ever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And normally moving away from pain will do more for than moving towards pleasure.
Yes.
So yeah, you want to always throw that in there, like to move away from pain.
I love that. Thank you so much, y'all. Please, I hope y'all are taking notes. That's gold. That is gold.
And
okay.
It's funny. Like any copywriting course, like if you think that's gold, like take a copywriting course, because you will be blown away at just the little things, like just little words and this and that. It's like, yes, oh my gosh, of course, no wonder nobody,
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know what? And once you do take that copywriting course, I mean, you'll be able to see a difference pretty quickly. You can take the same, like you can upgrade a blog post with that call to action, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And you may have had that up there for a year, but if you tweaked it, you're going to start seeing a difference. You will see a difference. And so.
Exactly. Yeah. So instead of creating a whole bunch of new content, you can always refurbish. Like I'm so big on that, refurbishing my old stuff.
Yes.
Because yeah.
I learned that through Rob. I say his last name wrong. Is it 4 or 4A?
It's 4. Yeah.
4. Okay. So I learned that through Rob 4, through one of his programs that I'm in. and it's paid off itself. It's
Yeah.
already paid off.
Yeah.
I love that. Sweetness, sweetness. Okay. So let me, okay. So example of platforms that I've used, I just showed you EntrePages. I also use WordPress, and there's different WordPress plugins. If you're not familiar with that, I suggest that you actually Google that. WordPress allows you to just be the bomb dot diggity. You're able to really customize your website using WordPress through plugins. So I hope that wasn't too much, but you can even create a landing page. So that's why I love it. I'm #team WordPress all the way.
Yeah,
Now,
WordPress is definitely, I agree, the best for sure.
yeah, you just got to be careful though, and I'm going to mention this once more. You got to be careful if you're not familiar with creating a WordPress. You got to be careful with the plugins,
Oh yeah.
because if you're not careful with the plugin, and if you don't hire someone to do it for you, you can get the white screen of death. And what that means is you will see a white screen. No one will be able to see your website. When they go to it, they will just see a white screen, and you will have to get IT in there to try and help it. But through MLSP, they actually have a blog that and customize it for yourself, so that
Yeah.
and it's awesome, because you don't have to worry about if you're not techie.
And it's safe. It's safe. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because Natasha, let me tell you, when I first started out,
Mhm.
I wanted a blog, right? And
Mhm.
people, well, when I first started out, I wasn't making any money, right?
Yeah.
And people were charging 500, 700, 1200, 1500 to create a blog, right? And I was like,
Yes.
I'm just going to learn it myself. I can learn anything, right? So I did that, and yeah, poorly coded plugins. I had to throw away a computer, right?
Oh.
Yeah, because I got a horrible virus. I mean, it was like nothing you could do. It was just like it was done, you know.
Oh. That's
So
tough.
so she is so right there. Like she knows what she's doing, you guys. Like if you are a beginner,
Mhm.
honestly, this is gold what she is sharing with you, but really, you really might want to consider having something that's safe and done for you, right? Because
Right.
Natasha's had years,
Yeah.
years of training in this subject. Because when it comes to coding and plugins, and it's like it's completely foreign to me now. To me, it is completely foreign, right? So yeah, you might want to consider going that route. But if
Right.
this is stuff you love, then by all means, like Natasha loves this stuff. So
Mhm.
yeah. Okay, go ahead, girly.
I do. And I promise, guys, just maybe 5 more slides, and they're quick slides, and we will be done. So once you once you create a landing page, a lot of people are unsure as how to utilize it. So here are just a few ways that you can utilize a landing page. Okay, as an example, with your blog, you can create a landing page that will lead your online visitor from your blog page to a landing page. As an example, let's say you're part of an affiliate program, okay? You create a blog post that talks about one of the solutions that can help your reader. So at the end of that blog post, you would actually give them a call to action, or a CTA, telling them, for more information, go to blah, blah, blah.com to register for a free workshop. Okay. So now once they click on that blah, blah, blah.com, it'll lead them to a landing page that will give them more reasons why they should register, along with that form. All right. Now, as far as social media posts, you can do the exact same thing. You can go on Facebook and say, hey, I just learned about this great workshop that's going to happen. Why don't you hop on board with me right now? Go to blahblahblah.com. Okay. So the same thing, broadcasts. Broadcasts are like email campaigns. You can send an email to your email list telling them the same thing. Hey, I'm really excited tonight. I'm going to be a part of this workshop. November to remember. Awesome Jessica Daniels. Make sure y'all follow me. We're going to have a blast. Go to blahblahblah.com. Okay. It's going to lead them to that same landing page, as well as if you create a flyer, you can do the same thing. And even with the business card, and I think a lot of people really don't utilize business cards as much anymore, but it is still a powerful marketing strategy. You can have your call to action on your business card, and it would lead them to a landing page. But those are ways that you can do it. Now, the must of a landing page, you want to make sure that your headline, remember, you want to make sure that the headline or the very top matches your offer or the ad that brought them there. You want it to make sense. You want to make sure that the rest of the body of that landing page makes sense still, that it's supporting text. It convinces your visitor why they're there, why they should opt in. It's safe for them. Make sure that you include images or mock-ups I mentioned earlier, or a video. You can have one or the other or both. The WIIFT is what's in it for them. Make sure that you provide a benefit to them as to why they should take your offer. Make sure you include a call to action. Tell them what to do next. Even on that landing page, tell them, save your spot, save your seat, do this now, click here, all right? Yeah. And I didn't mention it, but if you have social proof or a testimony, someone that went to this workshop before, someone that used your product, someone that used your service, and it was a good deal for them, share that on your landing page, that's social proof. Putting social proof on a website is just like if you called up your homegirl and said, girl, you need to go see Doctor Strange. That movie is the bomb. Okay? It's the same as a referral over the phone with your homegirl, your homeboy, your friend, as it is online. So you should really consider using social proof online.
Oh, yeah.
And if you guys can take a screenshot of this, take a screenshot. This is so much. Take a screenshot. Oh, I have one slide to go after this.
You are the bomb. Did you just create this right before this webinar? You did all this?
A lot of it I did. Some of it I already had. This right here is extra that I added.
Okay, let me take a picture of that. Wait, before you go on, before you move forward.
Okay.
Okay, got it. I don't know if everybody else did, but.
Okay, guys, please get it. Hit the shift button on your computer, and up at the very top row, there should be something that says print screen or PRT screen or something. But
what? Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Girl, shut up.
And then you just right click and hit paste. Yeah, you copy and paste it.
Oh my God.
I'm all about the shortcuts, girl.
I could learn so much from this girl right here.
Just as a bonus, when you're creating your call to action button, basically use actionable keywords. Use words that that's going to trigger some interest. Sure, you can say buy now. You could say that, but it's not like check out our price page, right? Check out our price page. Sounds intriguing. Let me click it and check out the price page.
Yeah.
Or instead of, click here to see how it works, maybe you can say, get your free demo. Instead of order now, try get access to leads or whatever it is that fits with your business or, your product or your service. And the bottom one is actually my favorite. Instead of clicking on book an appointment, you can say get the time slot you want. You know, by using those different words like that, it's different. It allows, it draws the eye. You know, not everyone are using call to actions on their buttons that way. So it really allows you to stand out. And the bottom is, you know, where it says try, it's a little bit of copywriting hacks. When you're creating the text on your landing page, use the words you and us. It helps to create a personable and a relatable landing page. So don't use the words, I don't know what the heck that was that I typed up there, but don't use the words it's, you know, by it's or the, or, you know, something that's not very personable. Make it warm. You want to make it warm so when they land on your landing page, they're comfortable, they feel safe. Use the language or the jargon that your audience knows. So if you are a doctor and you know that your clients, they understand what different procedure words are, then use those procedure words. I can't even give you an example of one right now, but you know, don't be like, you know, so if you want to get cut and lose that flab, you know, don't use that if that's not the way that they talk.
I would hope not.
You know, that's going to make them think you're a phony. So, you know, really help them to feel comfortable. Yeah. Use customer testimonials, as I mentioned before. It's social proof. And then include a headshot of your customers when quoting their testimonies. So again, it builds loyalty, it builds trust. When a person sees a picture of someone that's not you and it says, oh, I love them, they are the best ever, it just really helps them to feel comfortable with you and makes them, you know, it's like that testimony is giving them a referral to use your product or your service. So when at all possible, try and use that. Okay, now this is the last one. Now this is something that I would love to do just because it's part of November to Remember. If you go and use the hashtag Save My Landing PG, save my landing page, save my landing PG, I will contact you and we'll schedule a free 30-minute consultation to review your landing page. And during this 30-minute consultation, I'll share with you the things that we can do to improve it and tell you how to do it so that you can start seeing more conversions with your opt-ins. So that is it. Again, it's hashtag Save My Landing PG.
Save my landing
PG.
Awesome.
Woo. That's it.
You rock, girl.
Thank you, girl. Thank you.
You are welcome, man. That was awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Y'all let me know if you have any questions. Hashtag Save My Landing Page. If you have one right now and you just wanted someone to take a look at it, give you some constructive criticism, I don't mind sharing 30 minutes of my time helping with that.
That is so sweet of you.
Oh, thank you.
So what I wanted to do really quick, now that we got all that value from Natasha, I just wanted to show you guys really super fast, real quick. I'm going to share my screen one more time. This is going to take 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I just want to show you something. Natasha, can you see yourself?
I see myself. Oh my goodness.
You're so cute.
Excuse me.
Okay, so can you see my my screen here?
Yes. Email?
Yes. So I got an email the other day from Progressive. It's insurance, right? It's car insurance. Mm-hmm. And I just want to show you that these businesses and companies, and they're all catching on to the attraction marketing thing, right? Look at this. This is so cool. So I get this email from Progressive, and look at all these articles. How to protect your car from hail.
Nice.
7 in-car technology features that make driving safer. 5 lessons learned in paving my own way through college. 6 tips for apartment living with pets. They are doing content. They are doing,
Yes.
you know, this is how they've learned to market their business, because just a sales page and making offers does not work anymore. It just does not work anymore. They're all catching on. You have to create valuable content and then embed offers, right?
Yes.
So they're all catching on. I mean, Home Depot is doing it. They're doing workshops. They're doing free workshops for how to tile a floor. And then, you know, once you're there getting this free training, then they start, well, now you need tile. Now you need grout, right? So, and we got it all right here, right? So, you know, this content creation is really catching on. And it's just so important, right? So, because people are just not there, we're so used to seeing just regular ads that our minds we just scroll past it, we just ignore it. You can't tell me that when you're online and an ad pops up, you don't hit that X so fast. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
Right. So, you know, the content creation is really catching on. It's really important to be teaching, you know, and to keep adding value to you incorporated, and then embedding the offers. It's just the way to go these days.
Yes, I love that. And you know, one of the things in the email that you just shared, it pointed out some pain points, you know, drive safer, you know, prevent hail damage, living with pets in an apartment. Those are issues.
Exactly.
There's also
They're
attraction
solving problems. They're
Yes.
solving problems with free content, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, that's just the way to go today, right? Everybody's catching on. So, yeah,
Love it.
me too. So, it looks like we lost 1 or 2 people. No big deal. The replay is available, and we'll get it there in the group. And hit Natasha up. Take her up on her offer. I mean, come on, 30 minutes of her time. Wow. I think I'll take her up on that offer.
Okay, good.
Right? Save my landing PG. I'm doing it, right?
Perfect.
And then I'm going to create my own landing page, and I'm going to hit Natasha up.
Yes, ma'am. And I would love it. I just, you know, people, and I think as social media and online marketing and all that stuff progresses, a lot of people are starting to understand the benefits of a landing page. It's not even about giving all the meat and potatoes right there on the web page. It's not always about that now, you know. I think it's really psychological, because you're giving them a little bit here and you're like, oh, you want some more? Click here. You want a little bit more right here, you know. And so
Exactly.
it's proven. It really works.
You're right. You are so right. It's not about closing a sale right now. It's about just capturing their information. Just
Absolutely.
capture their information. That way you have a forever follow-up, forever, right?
Yes.
And that is so, so crucial. So make your goal just to basically just generate leads and follow up with your leads. That's it.
There it is. Yep.
Right?
Perfect. Yes.
So that was awesome. Yay.
Awesome. Thank you.
So you guys seriously, like, get into the group and print out that weekly tracker, and let's do it, right? Let's really, like I said, don't beat yourself up, because I fell back a little bit last week, right? But this is a new week, right? We still got 54 days left of the year. let's get on it. Let's really do it. And like I said, it's a new week. It's a new day. Tomorrow's a new day. Start fresh. Wake up, right? Feel good. Give thanks. Do your gratitude and, go out there and crush it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right. Love you guys. I am going to end this now and we will see you over in the group.